YouTube, what's up? It's for Eli, and I'm back with another educational video. And today I'm going to be talking about the circadian rhythm and why I think that it's important that you align yourself with your circadian rhythm. But I got my notes here. I'm gonna explain to y'all what it is. How can you align yourself with it so you can be a better person? So I'm gonna let y'all know. Alright, so you're thinking to yourself, what is the circadian rhythm? And really, I like to call it the circadian clock because that's mostly what it entails. But the circadian rhythm is the body's natural, physical, mental cycle over a period of 24 hours. So 24 hours, it's in a day. That's what, society has made up for us. So throughout that 24 hours, our body has an internal clock, knowing when to wake up and knowing when to go to sleep. So oftentimes we wake up at a later time and we go to bed at a later time. This aligning ourselves with our real time that we should be waking up and going to bed every day. So I'm going to explain a few factors on why I think that is and how we could fix that. I want to start off with saying maybe the nighttime aspect, because the nighttime, that's really how you set up for the next day of your life. Oftentimes we like to snack before we go to bed or drink water or just play video games and stuff. And while that may feel good short term, long term, that's messing you up. So explain to you first why eating is bad before you go to bed. Your body needs time to digest the food so it's working still, when it should be resting, preparing to go to sleep. So when you eat 3 hours before you're supposed to be in bed, 3 hours or later, really, so 2 hours, your body is still digesting the food. It's still working to break down all the nutrients or whatever you ate for that meal. So your body can't fully rest when it's supposed to be resting to prepare you to go to sleep. So I would say 3 hours before you go to bed, do not eat anything, because like I said, your body's still working. The next is drinking water, and that's something that I do and I'm still trying to work on, but I like to drink water. I drink a lot of water. So oftentimes before I go to bed, I would say 30 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, I'm just downing a bottle of water. Like it's nothing. But then in the night you get up and go use the bathroom, because obviously you just had some water and your body needs to get rid of that water throughout the night. Your body, like I said, is still working, but it should be at a lower pace. So drinking water, they say limited 2 hours before you go to bed. I think that's good too. And I also notice too, because I take lots of vitamins, try to take your vitamins when you're eating so you can use the bathroom before you go to bed. Because when I find I take vitamins just before I go to bed, even if it's a little bit of water, and I've talked to medical professionals about this too, your body, the vitamins, whatever it doesn't get used, it has to get flushed out through your system. So try to get your vitamins in before that 2 hour mark, really when you're eating. So that's the second thing. Third thing, what was the third thing I said? Alright, so I figured out what I was saying. The video games. And it's not even just video games. Using your electronic devices before you go to bed. And that's really a bad habit that I feel like it's going to be harder to break than the other two, because you could just not eat and not drink water. But not using your phone, that's like not breathing nowadays. So what I would say for that, you really just have to have the discipline. Just an hour before you're trying to go to bed, limit the use of your phone. But if you do end up using your phone, put it on, there's a blue light setting, and I'll pop up a little tutorial on how to put it on. Do that, and also put your phone on the red filter, and you could do that in accessibilities. So the combination of those two things should help, but it's really just best that you don't use your phone at all before you go to bed, or limit your electronic device consumption before you go to bed. So those are the three things that I think prohibit us from getting good going in to get good sleep at night. And also one other thing too, your cortisol. You want to make sure that before you go to bed, you're not stressed or not just worrying. That could also come from being on social media and just doing other things. You want to unwind before you go to bed because cortisol prevents you from going to sleep. And melatonin makes you go to sleep. So if you need to start taking melatonin, there's pills out there. Start taking melatonin, but if you just do these three things, I feel like you won't need the melatonin at all. So I'm gonna get into waking up and why that seems to be a struggle. And another benefit I would say is your mood. When I wake up at an earlier time, I feel more acceptable to people and not in like groggy state. So it's really all the mental components with it. But I'm gonna get into how to set yourself up for success to further align yourself with your circadian rhythm. First thing you want to do when you wake up, I would say go and work out. That's what I find to be most effective. You get the workout done throughout, just done. You have the rest of your day to do what you got to do. And also too, there's studies showing that when you wake up and then work out, you get an extra boost of testosterone from men, and your workout has more benefits opposed to waiting throughout the day because your body's already adjusted to the day or whatever. But when you first wake up, work out, it's been proven to be beneficial. Second thing to set yourself up for your circadian rhythm alignment, go outside and get some sunlight, go in nature, because naturally we really come from nature. All this technology and stuff has kind of brought us inside, brought us away from going outside, taking walks, getting in the sun. You need vitamin D, and a lot of us don't get that. So I find I take vitamin D regardless, but vitamin D pills are a good source, but it's nothing better than just going out and getting sun. So I would suggest going out and just spending at least 20 minutes outside. You can spend 20, 30 minutes outside because think about it. You could be on your phone, really. I mean, walk around your block for 30 minutes on your phone, but just decompress from your phone. Your phone is really a distractor. Think how much you're on your phone, and think how much your phone limits you from doing other things that you want to accomplish in your life. So that's the second thing, going outside, getting nature. Third thing, you got to eat better. And that's something that's going to take time to improve on, and which I'm doing now too. Just eating better, putting good foods in your bodies, not all the processed junk, the McDonald's, KFC, Burger King. I know people probably don't eat Burger King anymore, but just the fast food. Eliminate the fast food as much as you can. Eliminate all of it down, all the processed food. That's tough too, but when you fill yourself with good food and the proper nutrients that you need, your day will be set up for more success. And the last thing I would say is try to live a stress-free life. When you stress yourself out, it's not even, you don't feel happy. And that's another thing. You gotta enjoy life. You can't just live life always in a rut, always down. That's why I say when you get outside, it's really hard to be angry or be as stressed when you just take a walk outside, no phone, no nothing. You're just in nature, breathing in the air. So try to limit the stress as much as you can. Find different ways to express yourself. I don't know, maybe take up boxing, cooking, knitting. I don't know. I'm just saying things, but eliminate the stress because ultimately that will affect your sleep and just affect your whole mood in general. But I'm gonna get into the nighttime, how to set up your room for success for sleeping. All right, now we're pivoting back to night. And for me, a cool environment is the best way to sleep. But it's not even just for me. Studies show sleeping in a cool environment. I don't have an exact temperature, but just make sure your room is cool. For me, I have two fans on when I sleep at night. That might be overkill. You don't need two fans when you sleep at night. One is enough. I just like to be extra cold. So make sure your room is cool at night. Second thing, going back to one of the previous things I mentioned earlier, get off your phone before you go to bed. Like I said, an hour before, unwind from your phone so your mind isn't still working to process the information that has been given to you. Ways you can do that an hour before you go to bed. I mean, read a book. Just read a fiction book, something not too strenuous to make you think even more. Just unwind. Clean your room up a little bit before you go to bed. Just do something that doesn't involve an electronic. And another big thing too, eliminate all light sources in your room. I want to get a blackout curtain for that up there because even sometimes at night I still see light coming through, but usually no light in my room whatsoever. I cover everything when I'm charging my laptop. I even cover the little light that comes from that. I unplug my TV. I didn't even watch TV to begin with, but unplug your TV. Any light that is in your room, eliminate that because that light keeps your mind up. It's just a distractor. So that's another thing. Eliminate the light from your room. But hopefully this was helpful. Align yourself with your circadian rhythm. If you have any other questions about it, let me know in the comment section. Once you start with this process, align yourself with your circadian rhythm when your body is designated, designed, built to wake up at a certain time, everything will flow into place easier because when you have the energy throughout the day to do that action, do whatever you have to do to succeed, it will be much easier because you have the energy and you got a good night rest. 8 hours of sleep. Try to get 8 hours of sleep, y'all. But that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Like I said, let me know down below if you have any other questions about it. And let's get to work. See y'all in the next one.